All right, I'm here with Jeremy Ward from Pottsville, who's committed to Arkansas. And he attended Arkansas's 3-day camp this weekend. Jeremy, just kind of talk about being able to be coached by Coach K and how that was the 3 days.
Well, it's gonna help me in the long run. I'm gonna take every single chance I get to be coached under him. And he asked me if I wanted to come to the 1-day camp or the 3-day camp, and I told him I would go to all of them. Because Coach K is an awesome coach, and I wouldn't miss a chance to be coached under him. So it was a good deal for me.
Talk about some of the things that you learned, some of the tips from him that you think at long term is going to help you.
I didn't think about how I knew how much they use their hips, but I didn't think about how important it was to be able to use your hips. And he taught us a lot of hip drills and way to move your hips quickly, and it's just it opens my eyes to that SEC level of playing, and it's just speed. So.
Well, you were named offensive MVP of the camp. Obviously, you did pretty well. Kind of talk about your progression, the 3 days of learning the techniques that he was wanting you to utilize.
When I got there, he put me up in the very front, because he said he wanted to watch me and see how I moved, and he told me I need to work on my hips a lot more, and that type of camp, it shows your true colors, what you need to work on, and what you're pretty good at. But I obviously have a lot to work on. He stayed on me pretty much the whole camp, and he told me at the very end when I got that award, he said I improved so much it's not even funny. So I feel good about myself.
Talk about what was it like knowing that you didn't have to go there to prove anything because you already had an offer, you committed to Arkansas, but still yet you wanted to be there. And what was it like knowing that, hey, you're a Razorback?
How if you're that dedicated, if you're running 10-yard sprints, are you willing to run that extra 2 yards, 12 yards? It's just how bad you want to do it. And I knew going there, I didn't really have anything to prove, but in a way I did. All the coaches, they see me on film. They didn't really see me live. They got to see me pull, and they got to see me pass block in face-to-face person. So it was really important to them. It was really important for me to make a good first impression.
There's a lot of good talent at the camp, Jeremy. Jeremy Sprinkle, defensive end, tight end. He even played a little wide receiver at the camp. But you guys kind of had a few battles. Kind of talk about your impressions of Jeremy Sprinkle.
Real tall kid, real quick, and we went up against each other a few times when I was playing left tackle, and we had a few draws, and he got me on the spin move a couple of times. He's just so quick, and he's big, he's pretty strong, so he's pretty good.
Derek Parks is another guy that really kind of showed out at camp, about 6'2", 265 from Mayflower. You guys had some battles. Talk about him.
We went up against each other the first time, and it was a draw. You saw that one yourself, and I beat him the second time. The first time he swam me, and his arm came down on top of my helmet, and it felt like a 10-pound bricks coming on top of me. He's pretty tough. He's really, really, really good asset to any team he'll be on. So.
One final thing, Pottsville, you guys went to the playoffs last year. You guys are really thinking big for this season. Talk about that.
We got a returning, he was our true freshman quarterback last year. He'll be a sophomore this year. We got a returning defensive line, senior line, and we got 2 returning offensive linemen, me and Charles McDermott. We're looking for replacements for the center and 2 guards, but we'll be pretty good. And we got a receiver and a safety. He got 11 picks last year, and he's really good. Tyler Weaver, that's a name you'll probably be wanting to look for next year. So, and
go ahead.
And we got a pretty good backfield. Quillen Porter, he's a true sophomore and really good. He was for us last year too. And we got Hunter Daniels. He's a sophomore coming up this year, and we'll be pretty set. So. Fundamentally sound.